So I always tell people, like, I've only been to this region once, and it was in 2006, and it was July 6th, as I remember. So I was on a cruise. We landed in the town of Cadiz, and we visited González Baez, another top producer there. But we went to visit the town of Seville, which is right up here, and that's famous because they did some filming of Game of Thrones, those fans of yours. And when we got off the boat to go to our visit at González Baez, it was 9 o'clock in the morning. It was like 90 degrees. When we got to Seville by like 1 o'clock in the afternoon, it was 116. So imagine what grapes do in this region. Now, most of the sherry grapes that make the drier sherries are from this region here. The Pedro Jimenez grape, which is what we're going to taste, is grown in the region called Montilla. And Montilla is up in the hillside of Malaga. And so you're getting a really inland, hot climate. I bet if it was 116 in Sevilla, it was probably 125 in Montilla. And then what they do is they harvest the grapes, and let's lay them out on mats. So they're basically dried in the sun, in the open air, and they place them on these straw mats, as you see in the picture there. And then you see a little bit of this cloth over top, because at night, if there's any moisture, they don't want moisture, so they'll cover it up at night if there's any dew that it's expected, because they don't want to get any gray rot or any botrytis rot. That keeps the humidity low. And that is exactly how these grapes are dried up. Then they bring them in. The drying process in this hot temperature doesn't take that long, usually between 1 to 3 weeks. So remember in Recioto it was like 3-4 months. Here we're just about maximum of 3 weeks, and that dries these grapes up almost completely. And then it is fortified. This particular wine was fortified and aged for about 12 years in a so-called Solera system.